Dear Toastmasters and guests, a warm good evening.
Good evening.
And happy New Year. I am Toastmaster Arun Manikandan, shall be the subject that comes for this meeting today. The mission of Toastmasters will be to provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting the greater self-confidence and personal growth. As a protocol of Toastmasters International, you are requested to keep away 3 taboo topics: sex, religion, and politics during the meeting. Further, I request to every one of you switch off your mobile phone or put them in silent mode to avoid the distraction. Also, you are requested to sit comfortably until you are called. With this note, I call upon President Toastmasters Rajesh Pallikare for this opening address.
This New Year once again. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year.
Let us take this opportunity to thank and appreciate each other in this New Year. And in the last year, 2017, we bagged 5 DCP points. Now we left with another 5 DCP points for 2018. I hope with your support we will get the balance 5 DCP points. And who is the general today? Okay. Today our meeting is little deviating from the normal norms because we are celebrating the New Year. With that note, I declare meeting number 170 is. Now I am taking hat off Toastmaster of the evening. And today's theme is New Year. And January 1st, everybody knows it is New Year. Not when all throughout the world it is not January 1st. I think in Chinese it is between January 20th and the 30th. January end, I think it is. And of course in India we have different New Years. In Diwali is New Year, April 14th is New Year, and some for Andhra and Karnataka people it is March. Those who are following the lunar calendar, it is March is the New Year. And for Tamil, January 14th is the New Year. So we have so many New Years, so January 1st we don't get the holiday New Year. All other New Years we are getting the holiday.
Our New Year's it will be next week.
Next day?
Next week.
Next week,
Yeah.
January 20th. January 20th. January 20th. Yeah. In some African country also it is January 20th. Yeah. So, anyway, we are all celebrating here in January 1st. And earlier it was not January 1st, it was March 1st. Because earlier it was not 12 months. It was 10 months in a year. The year used to start from the March. That is why if you see the September is the septim, it is from the Latin word 7th month. Sept means 7. October means 8. It is 8th month. Like that, Nano is 9th month, that is the November, Desi is 10th month, that is why it is December. So, before continuing with the New Year, I will call upon our Master Dinesh, who is going to toast the New Year today, and it is his project. So, his project objective is toasting for the event. I am the evaluator for that. Anyway, please give a big round of applause for after toasting, we are going to cut the cake which is made by Petra. And we are going to open the champagne in dark color, in coke color.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can read out the objectives of the project also.
Objective
And the timing.
Timing is please note down. The introduction of role players I will do after this toasting. Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar today is going to give his advanced project, that is special occasion speeches. His first project is mastering the toast. So objective is recognize the characteristic of a toast, present toast honoring on occasion or a person. Today is the New Year occasion, so he is going to toast for the New Year's. Once again, big round of applause for Toastmaster.
Excuse me, timing.
Timing rule for 2 to 3 minutes. And 2 minutes you have to put the green light, 3 amber, and 4 minutes red light.
Good evening, President Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, Toastmasters and welcome guests.
Good evening.
Good evening. Life is a circle. It goes from past through present, and aims to future, when it becomes past again. There are no specific points which we can see as a throttling point where we can measure past and present. But human nature is that we forget all the miserable things which happened in past, and we take only the pleasing, light and enchanting memories only with us to carry forward. 2017 have given us several lessons. Some are very pleasing, some are very much annoying, but it should open our eyes. Many countries selected their rulers. One of the world's best democracy also selected their president. Many countries have seen their presidents gone crazy over war and weapons. Many countries seen famines. Many countries seen scarcity of food, beverages, water, drinking water even. There were no rains, there were no rains, there were snowfalls, all made life in different colors. Sometimes grey, sometimes bright red, and the show went on. Now, at the end of the year, we saw many countries declaring new taxes, new way of income. All these we are seeing in a positive mode and thinking that the taxes will bring more business, and more business will bring more jobs, and more jobs will make us engaged and stable in our life. Hence, I wish you all a very happy and bright new year, and let's have the toast for the past, which taught us the lesson, for the present, where we are now, and for the bright future, full of love, full of happiness, and full of pleasantries. Happy New Year.
Maybe you can call medium to cut the cake.
Huh? No, that's person's privilege.
President already did 30 years.
No, that's 10. We will call all together, you know? Yes.
For all our leaders. All of us, we'll have a heart together.
Except the cameraman.
Yeah.
And you need to know who made this. It's all made by Mrs. Rajesh Palikade. And every time when we have celebration, it happens.
I think next year also we should be the president.
Okay, we'll be president and toast. I mean, the person who is toasting today. Please, let's join together. All. Come. Listen, come on, guys. Okay, so we're going to cut 2017.
Yes.
Hold. No, let's do it together. All. Okay. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Okay, right.
Can somebody cut it and
Distribute and we'll have the drinks.
and someone can open the champagne?
Okay, thank you.
You would have filled it before you set a chair.
Sugar is already up.
So much.
Yeah. So,
Nibble,
let me.
offer that, also there's something else to eat. Some halwa is there.
I'm sure today our meeting is not going to be a rapid one. It will be very thrilling and exciting one. For that, many role players are going to help me to make this meeting very exciting one. First, let me call upon Toastmaster Naufal. He is our timer. Toastmaster Naufal, can you please explain your role? Give it a big round of applause.
Toastmaster of learning, fellow Toastmasters, warm good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
And wish you a happy new year to all. My role as a timer is to monitoring time during prepared speeches, table topics and evaluation. At the end of the meeting, I will report the time of each participant. This will let you know if you delivered your presentation within the allotted time frame. Thank you.
Next, I'll call upon our cake cutter, Toastmaster Arun. He is our accountant. Toastmaster Arun.
Toastmaster?
Please give him a big round of applause.
One good evening again. My role as an accountant to count the number of unnecessary sound or repetitive word to use when you are speaking on the stage. For example, you know, I mean. It will be counted in my report. These are filtered that would affect your effectiveness and delivering your speech. At the end of the meeting, I will present my report to you. Back to you.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Next, let me call upon Toastmaster Sanal. He is our word master and grammarian.
Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, a warm good evening to you all. Good evening. Today I have two roles to play, one as a wordmaster and the second one as a grammarian. The role of a wordmaster is to help the members to expand their vocabulary by introducing a new word, which is to be used by all the speakers during the course of the meeting. Today the word introduced as vapid, meaning lacking liveliness or dull. For example, about the usage of this word, which are listed on the poster which was displayed on the side walls, I encourage all the speakers to use this word of the day as frequent as you can during this meeting. I'll keep the count and will provide the report at the end of the meeting. As a second role as a grammarian, I will listen for the inappropriate and the correct use of the language as well as creative and interesting ways in which the speakers deliver the speech. The comments will be shared at the end of the meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Today, anybody can take the Quizmaster role.
Anyone without any role? Anybody? You have finished already, see.
You can take the Quizmaster because you have to evaluate Toastmaster Razik as well. Okay. Let us call upon Toastmaster Jamal Sidina. He is our Quizmaster today.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, good evening.
Good evening.
As a role of Quizmaster, job is to listen carefully to all speakers and note down some questions from content and speech, table topic replies. The purpose is to work on one listening skills, promote the importance of those and have a report at the end of the meeting.
Today our table topic master is Toastmaster Dinesh. Can you explain your role?
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Good evening. As table topic master, my job is to organize, which I organized, I think so, and to present topics in front of you to give the speaker a chance on his foot to think about it and present the topic. The timing will be 1 to 2 minutes, and you will get 30 seconds to think about and organize your speech. Okay. All are welcome. Please participate, all of them.
We are not going to have the tabletop evaluation today because we will run out of the time.
Session is not here, right?
And today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Deepak Joseph. He's busy in cutting the cake.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. As General Evaluator, I'm responsible for the evaluation of a team which consists of timer, grammarian, R-counter, and prepared speech evaluators. The evaluation is an integral component of Toastmasters. The goal of evaluation is to be a positive, helpful act to assist our fellow Toastmasters in developing their skills through feedback on the strengths and growth points. So I will be evaluating the whole process of the Toastmaster meeting today and will be giving you a report in the end of the meeting. Over to you.
Now, our veteran Toastmaster Zulfikar is going to give the talk of the day. Please give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Zulfikar.
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Happy New Year to all of you.
Happy New Year.
Just I want to ask you one question. How many of you have given your 100% of commitment in your relationship with your friends, in your personal life, with your partner? I think it is, just can you guys, how many of you 100% of commitment? I know it is very difficult to answer for that question. Thank you. Today I would like to share a small informative story with you. A boy and girl were playing together. The boy had a collection of small marbles and the girl had a collection of some seeds with her. So the boy told her that, okay, I will give all my marbles in exchanging of their seeds to him. So the girl, okay, agreed, okay, I will give all whatever I have. But the boy kept some of his the precious marbles from his custody and to give the rest of the marbles to her. But the girl gave all her seeds to him, as she had agreed before. So just think, who can sleep properly in that night? Of course, the girl can slept properly, peacefully. But the boy couldn't sleep because he was thinking in the mind that, okay, maybe if she had hidden some of her seeds with her, because the way he had hidden his marble. So, dear Toastmaster, just think, imagine, just remove all the characters and place your name in that two characters and think the different problems in that condition. Forget the small problems, just think for a personal problem. If you are not sharing each other in 100%, how we can live together in a peaceful life? So the moral of the story is, if you are not doing your 100% of commitment in your relationship, if the other person, you are always thinking that the other person also not giving their 100% to you. So dear Toastmasters, now we are just the beginning of 2018. So let's make a resolution that we can make or we will give our best in our ways in our personal life and professional life. Thank you.
Do you know who declared the first New Year holiday? BC, Julius Caesar. So Julius Caesar in 46 BC he started because he started using the Georgian calendar, which has got 12 months and January 1st is the year beginning. Till then, as I said, March 1st was the thing. This in Iraq now, Iraq they used to 2000 BC they used to celebrate the year. And after this January 1st, in America and England, they started using this Georgian calendar in 1750. And this January is a two-faced god named as Janus. Janus is the god of Roman god of doors. So they introduced these 2 months in here for the 10 months. That is called as January, and February I don't know because now Google is not working well like in last few days. Do you have that problem? Google is not working properly. That's why I could not find out what is February means. Most of us in the New Year we take the resolution. Most of the common resolution is losing the weight, or quitting the smoking or drinking, or going for the gym or keeping fit. And in that almost 50% they break their New Year resolution in the second week of the January. Okay, let us go to the next interesting session, that is prepared speeches. Before that, I request the timer, Toastmaster Naufal, to explain the timing rule for the prepared speeches.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
Prepared speeches, time is 5 to 7 minutes. 5 minutes I will show the green light, and 6 minutes I will show the yellow light, 7 minutes I will show the red light until the speaker is finished. Thank you.
Toastmaster Razik will be evaluated by Toastmaster Jiman Sidina. I can continue, no problem. Could you please explain the objectives of this Razik's speech?
Toastmasters, especially Toastmaster Razak. Good evening.
Good evening.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Toastmaster Muhammad Razak going to do his speech project number 6 on the communication track, vocal variety. The objectives of this speech are use voice volume, pitch, rate, and quality to reflect and add meaning and interest to your message. Use pauses to enhance your message. Use vocal variety smoothly and naturally. Time allocated 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck, Toastmaster Muhammad.
Now let us call upon Toastmaster Muhammad Razik for project number 6.
Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, my dear friends, guests. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm sure you've had a lot of regrets about the past years, related to your jobs, related to your personal life, your social lives, where you thought I should have done it better in several aspects. Today, if I ask you a question, what do you want in 2018? And if I ask you to give one word answer, what would be your answer? One word. What do you want in 2018? One word.
Happiness.
Happiness. Happiness.
Success.
Success.
Progress.
Progress.
Perfect.
Perfect. But again, at the end, I will go with what the first answers were from the seniors. Happiness. Whatever you have, if you're not happy, then nothing helps. You have a good job, but you're not happy. You're getting good salary, you're not happy. Succeeding, but you're not happy. But it doesn't help. So one thing we all want in life one thing, and if you can eliminate everything and keep one thing, that's what happens. And I'm going to talk about something, what I call a $1 million skill to be happy in life. Some of you are on a 10-point scale. You may have the 10 out of 10. It's rare, but still, some of you may have 10 out of 10 rating on that scale. And some of you may have 1. So it varies. Some of you are good at it, but rarely we find people who are good at it. And if I ask you how many of you are happy, if you ask anybody, and you don't find a lot of people, I think 90% of the people are not happy. So let's just go back to the question, what is that $1 million question or skill that will make you happy? In my opinion, this is my perspective, how many of you are married here? Okay, majority. Even if you've gone to moon, you have to come back home. Even if you've gone to moon, you have to come back home. And think about a happy family life. And if you can manage your relationship at home, that's what the $1 million skill I rate myself to be happy in life. I learned it in a hard way because I had a whole list of criteria, conditions for my prospective wife when I was at the university. And on one day, and I was just looking around to find the perfect partner for my life. And one day my mom said, I found a girl for you. I said, no, I'm not ready. And she said, no. And she started crying, and I had to agree with the marriage. And I met my wife on the day of engagement. I thought about divorce 50 times in the first year. I don't know how many of you have, I know that some of you are still thinking about that every day. That's a different thing. And I don't know if you've seen a book called, or heard a book called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. It's one of the, I think, 50 million copies sold, and one of the top ranked list in the non-fiction category. So coming back to the point, and I was trying to make her right the way I wanted. I had a whole list of conditions in my list, and I was just trying to make her fit into that. And it took me almost 10 years. I just celebrated my 15th wedding anniversary last year. It took me 10 years to realize the art of, the skill of managing your spouse. The first thing, I don't know if you've heard about this, if you're wrong and you shut up, you're wise. You're wrong and you shut up. I know that I'm wrong, so I shut up. I'm wise. If you're right and if you shut up, you're a wise husband. And you need to know how to handle your wife. Again, this is a whole male group, that's what I'm focusing on. Managing wife, of course, but it might be seen as something negative for an outsider, but again, hope I'll have a wider audience one day so that I can speak about both aspects. But again, you need to know the art of acting to be, and I made a big mistake of revealing the first day that I had a relationship. And I don't know if you've heard about, ladies, remember everything. Everything. And I had a conversation last week about something, and she pointed out that, I think those days she said, reveal everything, let's be open, and I made a mistake. So, be careful. When you pretend, you should be very smart. I got a rose during the last Teacher's Day, and I carried that rose to my wife, and I said, this is for you, honey. And she was so happy. And after some time, she realized that I didn't realize there was a small slip on the back side of that rose that Happy Teachers Day. So you should be smart. You should be smart how to deal with the relationship. It's an art. So I'm not going to teach it. I'm not going to teach you that skill today, but I just want you to understand that the art of managing your spouse can change your life. That again, it's not about cheating. It's more about being sensible. I repeat, if you're wrong, you shut up your voice. And if you're right, you shut up. You're a wise husband. Wish you a happy 2018. Thank you.
That was really an educational speech for the married husband. Anyway, you could have told your wife, you are my teacher for the life. That is why I put that teacher's day for you. And let us go. Shahnawaz, are you ready for your ice-breaking speech? Okay. Today Shahnawaz is going to give his ice-breaking speech, and his speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Rashid. Toastmaster Rashid, please explain your objective. I'll ask our timer to, because timing rule is to change in the icebreaker speech.
0.26.
No, it is
456.
456.
456.
Icebreakers.
The timing for the icebreaker speech is 4 to 7 minutes, so 4 to 6 minutes. 4 minutes I will show the green light, and 5 minutes I will show the amber light. 6 minutes I will show the red light until the speech is finished.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Especially Toastmaster Shahnawaz. You are going to start your first project as an icebreaker. Your objectives are to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skills you already have within you, and skills that you need some improvements and attention. So your time rule is to 4 to 6 minutes, as the timer is explained. Good luck.
Toastmaster Shahnawaz.
Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Let me first introduce myself. I am Shahnawaz and I hail from Kochi, the business capital of Kerala. I born in 1977 to as the first child of my parents, and I have two brothers and one sister. My father was working in FACT, which is a central government company manufacturing fertilizers, and it was in Kochi, nearby my home. And my mother is a housewife. I am married. We have one son. He is 10 years old, and he is studying in grade 4 in Sunrise School. My wife, her name is Jasmine. My childhood was very enjoyable. We were in a nice village with a lot of beautiful places, trees, paddy fields and all. As kids, we used to play with our neighboring kids, playing marbles, running behind butterflies. It was very good childhood. I enjoyed the childhood very much. And I was very active during my childhood. Like I was also very naughty. I remember one incident. I was studying in the standard 4. We used to play small form of cricket during the interval period, and it was one day the ball, we made ball using the rough paper, and bat was a notebook. So one day I throw a waste paper in the dustbin. The friends took that paper and made the ball. I realized that they had taken my paper, so I became angry. And I quarreled with them and I wanted that paper back. So like that, one incident. Then after that, I was very active till then. Then after around 5th, 5th standard, I slowly became reserved type. I became quiet, and my teachers used to call me gentleman because I talk very less. Then time passed. I passed grade 10. I had good marks. I joined the Maharaja's College, which is a famous college in Kochi. But for the pre-degree course. But my studies during pre-degree was not very good. I scored not good marks. But I passed, and I decided to join for Polytechnic in chemical engineering diploma course. But my father wanted that I had to be an engineer. So he sent me for entrance training, and I appeared for entrance examination. But the rank also was not good. So I continued my diploma course. Then luckily some new colleges started that year. I got admission in an engineering college for B.Tech course in computer engineering. So it was little far away from my home. I went, I studied there. I stayed there. It was a place called Chenganur. The college life made a lot of changes in me. I was quiet, but during college days I became a little more active, and I got some friends, good friends, still I have. So after passing from the college, it was in 2000, I passed the college. I came back to my home place. I worked in some computer institutes as a teacher. Then, but actually I was not much interested in teaching. But still I got some experience to face the audience, which were my students. I was more interested in programming. So I said my friends to try for some jobs. One of my friends, he came to Abu Dhabi and he got a job. After a few months, he got a vacancy in his company, so he brought me here. So I reached Abu Dhabi in 2002. Then it was very enjoyable time when I was first coming here. I got a lot of freedom. It was I liked my work also. I worked there for 6 years in that company. During this time I got married, and my family came. A lot of changes. After 6 years I joined another company. It is a semi-government company. It was doing the taxi project. The new Abu Dhabi taxi was introduced that time, so they were doing the project. So I was system administrator there. When I was one day I was meeting with my HR manager in that company. He told that my communication skill is not good. So he advised me to join Toastmasters that time. It was in 2012. But that time I didn't take it much seriously. Later I resigned from the job and started my own business. Now I am doing my own business in IT. I am doing computer telephonic projects. So now I identify that I need some more communication skill to meet my clients and all. So that is the story, and so I request all my fellow Toastmasters to support me and make me a better communicator. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharma. Already you are a better communicator. Definitely you will be improved here.
Thanks.
New Year's are celebrated in different ways in different countries. In Denmark, they throw the utensils in other people's doorstep. By doing that, they think they will get the new friends. And in Spain, they will eat 12 grapes in the midnight, 31st midnight. They think that will bring the fortune for them. And of course, in Japan, they will run the bell in Buddhist temple 108 times, thinking that it will give the good fortune for them. And they will eat a very lengthy noodle. More than length means longer life, they believe it. So in the New Year, they will eat very lengthy noodle. Like similarly in Greek, they tie the onions on their doors. And again in the Greek, this pomegranate, they will break it in the doorstep. They think this will bring the fortune for them in the New Year. And of course, in different food varieties in different countries. We are running out of time, so I will tell only about Germany and Italy, where the leafy greens and legumes, that the pulses, they think it will give the good luck for them in the year. In Portugal, Australia, Cuba, pork is the standard New Year food, and it signifies prosperity and progress. Now let us continue with our project speeches. So our DTM is going to break the ice again. So today DTM Pio Anthony is going to give the icebreaker speech again. And his speech will be evaluated by our past president, Toastmasters Sajid Suleiman. Toastmasters Sajid Suleiman, can you please explain the objectives of this?
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
DTM Pio Anthony. The objective of the speech is, the first speech project, you will introduce yourself to your fellow club members and give them some information about your background, interests and ambitions. Practice giving your speech to your friends or family members and strive to make eye contact with some of your audience. You may use notes during the speech if you wish. Read the entire project before preparing your talk. Sorry, I was reading the executive summary. Objectives: to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention.
Our DTM Toastmaster Pio, to deliver this speech, he completed more than 40 speeches to deliver this speech. So give him a big round of applause.
Toastmasters, good evening. Fellow members, good evening and happy New Year 2018.
Good evening.
Me, Pio, hail from a middle class family, Kerala, India. My father, in his time, he used to be one of the well-educated person in our village, working for a bank, and he worked as a teacher, and he used to work for some of the biggest companies. But he quit all his professional, all his jobs, and he opted his destiny as a farmer. And he became as a successful farmer. And he raised 5 of us, means I got 4 siblings. My elder one settled in the US. I'm the second. For the last 22 years, roaming around in Gulf region. I've gone through Muscat, Saudi, and back to UAE now. Younger one settled in UK. And the 4th, my sister, settled in Australia. And the last one is India. So we 5 are in different parts of the world. This is my family background. And me, I'm here again. I got one wife and 2 kids, 2 naughty boys, studying in Sunrise School, 5th and 6th respectively. Wife, a homemaker. My speech title, I told my evaluator, it is, what's in the name? Can anyone tell me where does this phrase come from? What's in the name? Shakespeare's play, Romeo and Juliet. What's in the name? I have many things to talk about my name. After my education, basic education, I did diploma in automobile. I had an opportunity to go to Malayalee in Haryana for 1 month training. And I got the invitation letter and I went for the training. The moment I went to the security gate, a tall guy from Haryana asked me, "Nabadao?" It's in Hindi, those who are not from India. I said, "Pio." Kya Pio? Pio in Hindi, what does it mean? Drink. On the other side, I am doing maximum justice to that drink. But I didn't realize my name has got that kind of awkward meaning. I never knew that. Again, he asked me, "Namano?" I said, "Pio." And then I said, "P-I-O." Then I realized my name has got a problem. Second, another opportunity, if I remember, when I was working in an automobile sector as a service advisor, when you give your car for a repair, you get a work order. And at the end, the service advisor will write your name, his name. And I used to write my name P.I.O. In the evening, one of the driver brought this paper. And the officer asked who was taking the car. The driver said, the name is not clear, but it is written P10. And that officer purposely announced my name through the mic as P10. Since then, back in Maruti, like I was working for Popular, one of the biggest dealers, everybody used to call me as P10. Instead of P.O., I became P10. So that's what I said, what's in the name all about? Recently, when I was celebrating my birthday in December 3rd, I got a poster in my Facebook like this. All men are created equal, but only the first are born in December. But when I turn to my life, it doesn't make any sense in my life. Maybe when I look back, I'm the worst in my family. I used to be the naughtiest kid among our B5. I used to question everybody. My parents, they have taken every step to convince me for any single thing. I'm doing the same with my kids now. I'm praying for what I did to my parents. But I realize today, those things, those fights that I did with my parents and the mistakes which they corrected brought me today to this stage. If I did not learn from those lessons, after doing my 2 years of diploma in automobile, if I stopped studying at that point, I would have never reached at this level today. I continued my degree, I continued my master's, now I am doing my doctorate. All because of my father, my leader. When I talk about my father, it becomes emotional because having that kind of educational background, he opted to become a farmer. Today, the lesson he has taught us is try to learn whenever you get an opportunity. But stick to one single profession wherever you go. Don't change your profession. But make every opportunity to learn every time when you face something new. So, many people ask me, when I wanted to do this ice-breaking project again, after doing 50 projects, from this Toastmasters Club, what inspiration gives me, or what makes me to restart again? Nothing, because even today when I do this ice breaking, I feel nervous. I want to learn again and again and again. Over to you.
That is what the ice smashing, it was not ice breaking. Anyway, give him a big round of applause. No voting for the DTM vocation. It is a part of advanced speech. Those are giving advanced speech, they will not be eligible for that cup. It is a club's rule. Anyway, in New York, Times Square, in the New Year day, around 1 million people used to come. There will be a big firework. Now, of course, it is there in Abu Dhabi and Dubai as well. And earlier in New York, people used to wear the adult diaper and attend that event because there was a shortage of toilets. So the whole night they used to be in the Times Square. They used to wear the diaper and attend this event. Okay. It is funny, but it is fact. Now let us go for our next session, that is speech evaluation. Our second speaker, Toastmaster Muhammad Razik, will be evaluated by Toastmaster Jamal Sidina. Toastmaster Jamal Sidina.
fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, good evening one more time.
Good evening.
Muhammad Razak, speech number 6, vocal variety. Let me first say congratulations for passing your project number 6 very successfully. The speech was very clear, language very easy to understand, easy to hear. That good voice you have. Eye contact, excellent with everybody on the stage. Very interesting topic. We all like to hear about such topics, especially when it comes to dealing with wife. So that's $1 million skill that we'll take home tonight. It was shared successfully by Toastmaster Muhammad Razak. However, every speech can be better. There are just few suggestions to take. The topic used was excellent, interesting to all of us, and you were able to attract our attention, all of us. No exception in that. But I think that does not give you an opportunity to raise voice, to use that vocal variety. If you could have some sort of dialogue, like, how many times I told you this? So that gives you more chance, like conversation, like talking one-to-one. That's on one side. The other side, body language and vocal variety come always hand in hand together. So if you could have also used some of your body language, which you did already in your previous project, that would have had very good things to your speech. In summary, very beautiful speech, very great lesson. We'll all take it home tonight. More vocal variety and body language will definitely make your speech awesome in the future. I took a note in I think all of us we have taken a note today of 1 million skill, and we'll try to implement it in real life. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in your future projects.
Are you feeling happy? I'll tell you. One professor in a cage, he brings one male mouse, and he keeps another female mouse in there, another corner. Then he brings one cake piece and keeps in another corner. This male mouse, what he does, he just go to the cake and he eat the cake. Then again he change the cake and he put some biscuit over there. Then again male rat went there and ate the biscuit. Like that he changed the food. Every time when he changed the food, the rat, instead of going to the female rat, it went to the food and ate the food. Then he told the students, the food is the main item for us. Then one of the students told, maybe that female rat is his wife. You change the female rat, then we will let us see. So next speech will be evaluated by. Next speech is by TTMP of Anthony, isn't it? No. Shaunas. Toastmaster Shaunas will be evaluated by Toastmaster Rashid.
Dear President, TMI, and fellow Toastmasters, good evening.
Good evening.
There's no guest today. First of all, let us give a big applause to Mr. You have done an excellent job today. When I was started my ice breaking, it was in March, still cold, and AC is in the high in the previous venue. It helped me a lot that I could shiver, But today I found you very confident, and there was no vapid, it was not a vapid speech you delivered. Coming back to your speech, I I will evaluate in two manners. One is about your speech, one is some area of improvements. About your speech, body was excellent. You have done a very good, excellent manner. The body, your speech body was very good. You start from your childhood, then coming to your college life, then the first, how you started your job and where you are at present and what's your aim. About the presentation, it was also very excellent. As an icebreaker, I couldn't see any like stage fear or any communication barriers. You were very confident and eye contact also very good. And the conclusion also you explained very well where you are standing at present and what's your intention in the future. Well, in every speech there is some areas of improvements we need to point out to help us to improve our skills. So I suggest you could have used your hands instead of keeping in pockets or holding here. You could have used some, and also the stages. Instead of standing in one place, you could have moved around. In each area, when you are delivering some about your childhood, you can use this area. When you start your college life, you come to the center. When you start your work life, you come to this area. So you could have used this whole podium, and also make some actions. Don't keep your hands on me. And at the third, we have the word of the day, rapid. Try to use in your upcoming speeches. So overall it was very excellent, and I wish you best of luck for your upcoming project.
Now Toastmaster 2020 will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sajin Suleiman. Toastmaster Sajin Suleiman.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Good evening, in particular Toastmaster P. Antony. I was confused how to evaluate an icebreaker speech of a distinguished Toastmaster. With that, I messed up the objective reading. I forgot to tell the title of the speech which was told to me. I apologize for that. To avoid the evaluation, a repeat session where an evaluation is not required for a distinguished Toastmaster's icebreaker speech, I like to change this second innings with an interactive session. I like to ask Toastmaster P. Antony, what difference did you feel from the first icebreaker speech, which I haven't seen, I don't know if somebody else has seen, but I've heard from you while you evaluating others' icebreaker speech, when you compare your own icebreaker speech, how they performed?
I feel the previous ice breaking was much better because I didn't know the rules. But now when I do an ice breaking again after becoming a DTM, I know the rules, but I couldn't meet the rule. I feel that the one which I did previously was far better. I don't know. Because today's, I could have done far better, I feel. That's why I am here again.
Yeah. I personally feel it is the expectation and the satisfaction level Toastmaster P. Antony had on that day and today. So he strives continuously to learn. He does everything very passionately, something I appreciate very much. We all can learn from him. Whatever he does very passionately.